I can remember not that long ago in my working life looking for somewhere for accommodation for visiting writers, and you only had the choice of 3 or 4 places. I mean, there were no problem with those 3 or 4 places, but now, you know, the range and quality of the hotels in the city is a reflection of its growth as a visitor location, as somewhere where people come to do business. It's human nature to be resistant to change, and I think a lot of people have had feelings of disquiet and unease of the waterfront changing and the Three Graces being perhaps overshadowed by some of the new build. But if I can use as an example Yellow Lamb Banana, when Yellow Lamb Banana appeared in the city centre, and the local regional television did a couple of features on it, and people were very polarised, either hated it or loved it. And now I think partly as a result of the Super Lamb Banana trail, I think that's been one of the big successes the last few years. People get it and people have taken it to the heart. There's that many different versions of it out there now. I was at an exhibition recently where there were variations on the theme of the Yellow Lamb carved in wood. Yeah. And you know, people are using it with their own branding and logo on, with the permission of the artist, I guess, because it's part of the Liverpool brand that people outside understand. There's renewed optimism. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody who works with local authority and partners is fully aware of the real problems that Liverpool faces in terms of deprivation, health issues, etc. But at the same time, there are positive signs that things are improving. I think continuing to work with and talk to partners to continue to build on the relationship with government departments that's been evolving. And don't forget, in a very relatively short period of time, the city council has gone from being regarded as a basket case to a local authority that's winning national and international awards for excellence of service or for the events that they're putting on. So I think we're responding in the right way, and I think it's to sort of keep our nerve and keep the faith and stick with, you know, the master plan. I mean, I can only relate specifically to the work through the Culture Company and work I did previously in the Arts Unit. But working in partnership and sharing each other's experience and expertise has impacted on the models of good practice that we try and roll out and employ. And I think working with the health service over the last 5 years very closely through the Creative Communities team, for example, and working with the emergency services who've now committed resources to continue in one of the projects we've run, It's Not Okay, which is an anti-bullying programme, anti-violence programme. They are sort of mirroring the wider improvements in communication and attempts to improve communication, and holding hands up and saying, yeah, we haven't done this right. I think that's it as well. It's admitting that there are things that are to be changed. So I think that the environment we're working in within the council with partners is healthier, but where people are prepared to accept, well, we got that wrong, why was it wrong, and this is perhaps how we should do it, what do you think? A lot more genuine consultation and partnership work. Well-being is perhaps a phrase that wasn't particularly used or understood not that long ago now, but health, physical and mental health and well-being, sort of your spiritual well-being, your emotional well-being, are things that people understand more. And to be fair, the work that the Creative Health and Wellbeing team have developed over the last 5 years, working very closely with the NHS, doctors, surgeries, professional medical practitioners in the local hospitals. We've been able to explore how being involved in creative activity positively impacts on well-being. So that's been a very positive outcome in so many different ways, whether it's been poetry or art installations in doctors' practices in north of Liverpool, whether it's been artwork on the walls in Aintree Hospital, where apparently people's recovery rate who've had immobility problems, where they've had an operation or been there for physio, their mobility rate or the rate of improvement has apparently increased as a result of an art exhibition in the corridor, because they've walked there because they wanted to get to the end of the exhibition, because it was photographs of local people and local life and the history of the local area. You know, I've been with my current employer since I was 18 and 2 days old. So yeah, I've lived through a lot of changes. I remember as a child growing up just off West Derby Road, and the letters would come through Liverpool, City of Change and Challenge. You know what I mean? And the St John, the restaurant as it was there on the postmark and the water, you know, the sky, cityscape. And I suppose, you know, 40 years on, we're still a City of Change and Challenge.